But what drove the ancient Egyptians to dedicate so much energy and manpower to the pyramids? Why were thousands of men brought from across the country to labor on this site? These questions have intrigued archaeologists as they try to solve the third great mystery of the pyramids. What were they for? Back in medieval times, it was thought that the pyramids were the giant granaries of the biblical character Joseph. But most modern Egyptologists believe that they are tombs for the pharaohs. The largest and grandest tombs ever built. Although centuries of tomb raiding means that no remains of a pharaoh have ever been discovered inside a pyramid. And no mummy was ever found in the so-called burial chamber of the Great Pyramid of Khufu. Dr. Hawass, however, is convinced that there is enough written evidence to prove the pyramids were built as tombs for the pharaohs.
There is lots of evidence in inscription and literature that telling us that this is a tomb for the king.
But a tomb for a pharaoh was more than just a resting place for his body. Deep within some pyramids is evidence of another, more magical function. These tombs were built as gateways to the stars. The ancient Egyptians poured resources and manpower into building the pyramids, the greatest stone monuments on the planet. It's believed that they were built as tombs, but their true importance to both the pharaoh and Egypt itself remained hidden. For centuries, these silent giants kept their secrets until a discovery made by pure chance. In 1879, a workman was passing one of the later Saqqara pyramids at dawn when he saw a jackal. The beast seemed to be taunting the workman, almost asking to be chased. The workman then followed the animal into a hole near the pyramid. To his surprise, he found himself in a chamber. Lifting his lantern, he saw that the walls were covered with hieroglyphs. These ancient sacred writings had been hidden for thousands of years. Jim Allen is a world expert on these hieroglyphs, or pyramid texts. He believes they give us a unique insight into the intentions of the pyramid builders.
They are the oldest religious texts known from Egypt, which makes them one of the oldest bodies of religious texts in the world.
The texts revealed nothing about how the buildings were built, but they do reveal the pyramid's ultimate purpose. The pyramids were not created as simple resting places for the pharaohs. They were built as giant machines for turning men into gods.
The pyramid is like a cosmic engine. It is designed to transform the dead being beneath it into a living spirit.
When the king died, the ancient Egyptians believed that Egypt and existence itself was plunged into mortal danger. Even after death, the ruler had to protect his country from drought, famine, and the forces of chaos. The mummified pharaoh was carried into his giant tomb, along with food, clothes, jewels, and treasures, everything he would need in the afterlife in the stars. Salima Ikram has studied ancient Egyptian beliefs about the afterlife.
The basic thing is it's very much like this life, except better. So everything you wanted in this life, if you've managed to put it into your tomb, you can have it in the afterworld.
The pyramid texts leave a record of the rituals that were performed over the mummified body of the pharaoh. To ensure that he survived his journey to the afterlife, they also included spells and prayers to protect him.
We tend to think of magic as abracadabra, wizards, witches, Harry Potter. To the ancient Egyptians, magic was a part of the universe.
For the Egyptians, this was the science of survival.
There is no superstitious mumbo-jumbo in ancient Egypt. Everything has a meaning, everything has a purpose.
Once the rituals were completed, the pyramid was sealed, hopefully for all eternity. The pharaoh was then free to make his journey to the afterlife, to be reborn as an eternal star.